Yeah, it's in that ballpark for sure.
Fucking my buddy Greg, he's gonna be watching tonight. He sent me an 8.5 hour Bernie Sanders filibuster.
Oh, really?
From like the 90s yesterday.
Wow, that's cool.
It's on YouTube. You got a Google phone number now?
I do.
That's
Yep.
sweet.
Yep.
That works well.
Yes. Yeah. I haven't tried it out with a call, but I texted Kyle with it earlier,
Nice.
so it clearly works. So, alrighty. Looks like we're up, so I'm gonna get her going here.
Hey, my dog.
Get ready. Get set. It's the Project Ion Podcast with Kevin, Andy, Jim, and Kyle, bringing you opinions on life from the basement in Northwest Iowa.
Oh, come on.
I really don't think that a president can do much about that issue.
You are fake news.
Well, say it's a guy named Seats.
Man, this shit whack, man. We're gonna do a scam.
I want to save him until he goes through puberty.
Project Ion Podcast Super Tuesday Extravaganza.
Welcome.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, man.
It's always good to be back in the bunker.
Yes, it sure
I
is.
see you are playing it safe.
I'm taking no chances.
You can't.
The
I mean, you know, the corona,
The coronavirus is everywhere.
it's here. Mostly in Washington, but you never know. There's that pipeline, Washington to Iowa.
I'm not convinced that I haven't had it already, in
Or
fact.
had it, then
Yeah. So what am I doing with a mask on?
because then you would be immune.
It's super double coronavirus.
Oh god. Oh god. It's just gonna spread from the tears of the
Yeah.
dead.
This is already driving me crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Fogging up my
There are little.
conspiracy glasses. Just let it hang.
Well, there are. I mean, the Asian like communities in the countries over there, Japan, China, like those homies wear masks for weeks
Yeah.
and weeks at a time.
It's like a fashion
It's like a thing.
part of their thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if that dude. Do you think Supreme makes a mask? Just a hype.
I hope so.
Just a hype beast.
They should if
mask.
they don't. That's an untapped market potentially. So
Well, they made Oreos, so
yeah,
they
they
gotta
make
make
basically everything.
they gotta make surgical masks. They got some Air Force Ones coming out this week.
Oh really? Is it a
It's going to be a general release, though.
Okay.
They're going to keep restocking them. So
not super exclusive?
Not super exclusive. $98
Bummer.
a pop for the Air Forces.
Yep.
Not a comfortable shoe.
As I think about it a little bit, I don't think I have ever purchased like a raffle type of a release.
I've never
you know,
purchased. I've tried
Yeah,
for a few of them.
I've tried to,
But I've never caught
but haven't been successful.
that elusive W.
And the other on the subject of shoes, like the other, I don't care that much.
Right.
I mean, my interest in shoes is mostly like nostalgic, or either that, or maybe I want to wear them hooping or something.
Sure.
So if it's a hoop shoe, then I'm looking at stuff that you can get
Yeah.
anywhere.
Right. That
but
you order from eBay. And
yeah, but the nostalgia stuff is all about reliving my childhood
the glory days.
from the 90s or
You
something.
got those Shacknosises.
Yeah,
I think they released a Kamikaze last year too, which was a shoe that I always wanted.
Kamikazes, yeah, the Sean Kemp.
Sean Kemp special.
Those are sweet, man. The green, white, and black.
Yeah.
Like around '96 when they went to the finals. That
And
was
then
yeah.
and they did the Griffey, the Air Griffies,
Yep.
which they made a basketball shoe out of a baseball
Yeah, it's weird.
player, but it was that same colorway the kind of Seattle Supersonics / Mariners / which I'm just guessing they get from the ocean color.
Yeah. It had crossover appeal, I guess. So
Yeah, you can.
it's cool.
It is Super Tuesday though, man.
Yes, we've been avoiding the subject matter here.
Yeah,
So
for reason, because shit got. I mean,
Because reasons, yeah.
it got weird the last couple days.
Oh yeah, it's been nutty.
Surprising. I mean,
Markets are up and down.
Market-
Everybody quit the race for the Democrats. And
yeah, it's the establishment like consolidating their power to fight against the Bernie train.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes you wonder what. I mean, nothing's been announced for deals, but they hold that big unity rally last night down in Texas. So Klobuchar didn't even announce in her home state that she had dropped out, which
Okay.
votes today. Minnesota voted today. She flew to Texas to join Joe Biden, Beto O'Rourke, and I don't think Pete went down there, but to throw support all behind Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe
Yep.
McBiden, who this week goes, vote for me. I'm Joe Biden. I'm running for Senate. Vote for me, and if you don't, vote for the
Senate.
yeah, dude, yeah, man. He slipped back into that '90s
Oh,
cadence.
man. Yeah.
I mean, he will get destroyed.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the entertainment value of him versus Trump on
Oh
stage?
yeah, it'll be intense.
It will just be Trump just trolling.
Yeah.
Well, what about your son, Joe?
Yep. I
Wrong.
I feel like we're in this kind of extended UFC or boxing night where they've got like, okay, here's the featherweights are going,
Yeah.
and then we're working our way up to the
Super heavyweight
super
title,
heavyweight
title fight.
bout. Yeah, it's like the main event.
And he's just ready. Trump can't wait
Oh yeah.
to get his hands on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, reading Trump's tweets, he doesn't hit Bernie.
Yeah.
He calls him crazy
Yeah.
Bernie, but he doesn't like really get at him.
Mhm.
And he's really been going after Mike Bloomberg, Mini
Yep.
Mike, just a baby, just
Yeah,
a
right.
little 5 foot nothing,
Mini Mike.
Mini Mike.
What?
American Samoa.
Yeah.
There was 270 some votes total. And he and Tulsi Gabbard.
Big win.
Big win.
Yep.
He spent how many hundreds of millions so far?
To win American
like $200
Samoa.
or $300 million.
How much money that
It's intense.
He bought 3 minutes of prime time on 2 different networks last night or the night before to just be Mike Bloomberg.
I'm Mike Bloomberg.
I'm Mike Bloomberg.
5'2",
I'm 5'2". I ran New York. I built it back up after 9/11,
and then I stop and frisk.
and then I stopped and frisked a whole bunch of blacks.
So, well, let's take a survey quick of the current situation here. So, I have this pulled up.
Have we heard from our Super Tuesday analyst? Yeah.
No. This is just off of Google. They say here Virginia,
Yeah, Biden.
Virginia's Biden.
Biden with 88% reporting. Vermont went to Bernie.
Yep.
No
Home
surprise.
state.
Sanders is leading in Texas
I think
at
Texas will be
1%.
interesting.
Yeah.
Do we have any predictions here for Texas while we're
I think Bernie's
early
got
in the
it.
evening?
He was up 12 points in the last poll out of Texas.
Yeah, but you got Beta O'Rourke that just endorsed him out of Texas. I don't know if that'll swing
True.
anything, but
Beto
True, but
endorsed
I feel like
Joe.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I feel like all Beto's support was in Austin and like he's
Yeah.
like the big metropolitan areas, which Bernie held like a 25,000 person rally
well,
there
that's where
last week.
that's where all your Democrats are going to be anyway in Texas.
True.
So-
They're not out in West Texas. That's a fact. And Texas is weird. So Texas, a third of their delegates are awarded via congressional districts. So the majority, the other 66% are awarded like proportionally on how you do, and then that third, each congressional area gets one, and whoever wins that gets them. So it's kind of a different way of distributing them. He should win California though pretty handily too. He's up like 20 points, Bernie.
Okay.
How do they determine that, like, North Carolina, Joe Biden won with 3%?
Dude, they called North Carolina with 0% reporting.
Really?
Just based on exit polls.
Okay.
It's all exit polls.
Here, let's do this. Drop down and take a gander at it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, pretty good thumping. Well, that's actually not too bad. That's pretty close.
Yeah, that's within less than 10,000 votes.
Comparatively, like Vermont or Virginia was a shit stomping.
Virginia, yeah.
Yeah, he won hard there, but Hillary won big there in 16 too. That wasn't super surprising. Massachusetts was just getting ready to be called when I came in, which I thought would be interesting because we have one of theirs running. Oh, and she's in third place.
Elizabeth, huh?
Good.
Okay.
She needs to be gone. She's
She'll-
annoying.
She'll consolidate after this. I'm convinced she was just sticking out for Super Tuesday.
Vote for me. Why? Because I'm a woman.
And she hates bankers.
Yeah. So she'll hate my wife.
Yep.
No.
Yeah,
she likes small town bankers.
Oh.
She hates like Citibank.
Yeah.
Deutsche Bank.
Ask some small town banker about the Dodd-Frank legislation and how that
impacts them.
impacted them. Yeah. They'll probably talk your ear off.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you quadruple the paperwork to
Make a loan.
to make a loan or something, yeah.
Right.
When you've known the guy
Yeah.
down the street for your entire life or something, yeah. So
Oops, sorry.
stuff like that is some disparate impact, but so it goes.
We got Greg in the chat.
Oh, well, hello, Greg.
Greg Wickenkamp. Smash that subscribe like button, Gregory. USA, money, French fries, barber pole. Yeah.
Did you guys hear Biden's latest gaffe?
I was just telling Jim about
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I believe if it's the same one I'm thinking about, you never know with that.
We hold these truths to be
No, I hadn't heard that one.
self-evident and whatever. What he said. You didn't hear that?
I didn't hear that
What
one.
was the latest one you?
The one I was talking about was very good. I'm Joe Biden and I'm running for Senate.
Oh.
If you don't vote for me, vote for the other Biden.
No, oh man, that's 2 gaffes ago, Spurge.
I'm
You're
not
2
I'm
gaffes
not-
behind.
I'm not up on my. How can you keep up with Biden?
Alzheimer's is a terrible thing, but
It is.
Indeed.
So after that gaffe, he made something where he's like, and when it comes to Super Thursday, you better vote for me. That was the second to latest one. And then just recently, I think it was yesterday or the day before, he was talking to a bunch of black people. I don't know where at, but he says, and Martin Luther King Jr. said, we hold these truths to be whatever, you know the rest.
Wow.
Yeah, it was bad.
Wow.
That
It
wasn't
was bad.
MLK, was it?
I
We
don't.
hold these truths to be self-evident.
That every
Sounds
man
like,
should be.
Yeah.
Every man.
I don't know. It sounds familiar, but
I gotta look that up. I feel like that's like Bill of Rights or
Yeah.
some stuff like
You-
that.
Can you YouTube it quick, Jimmy? The Biden gaffe.
sure.
The we hold. I think it should just be we
Yeah,
hold
dude,
these
that's
truths.
a Declaration of
Yeah, I was
Independence.
going to say.
You know the rest.
Biden?
Yeah,
Greg
Okay.
Greg
You
is
think it'll pop up if I...
probably.
Greg's a middle school social science teacher,
This it?
Oh,
and he's in the chat.
So,
education.
Education situation.
Joe
Yeah, that's one.
Flubs.
Declaration.
All these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing. We hold these
What?
truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
No.
Yep, that's the
Oh,
most
wow.
recent.
Oh,
You know the thing, you see.
the pudding pop.
You know,
Little
before you
Cosby.
slip the roofie into the drink, you see. The thing is, you know. Oh my God.
Dude, that's awful, man.
Oh man,
That's
Holy
one of the worst.
hell.
That's one of the worst gaffes of Biden I think I've seen.
yeah, he's had some good ones.
Oh yeah, they're great. Good old Biden. So Kyle, have you caught coronavirus?
I think so.
Yeah, I think I had it too, but
Luckily, you have a mask.
I got my mask just in case. Yeah.
Yeah, now you look like an e-streamer.
Do I joined Antifa also this afternoon.
And Yeezy Busta. You ever seen that turd? He's so good at legit checking Yeezy shoes. He calls out
Oh God.
celebrities for wearing fake Yeezys.
Fake Yeezys. Feezies.
Soldier Boy called Soldier Boy out twice.
Fake Yeezys.
Okay, guy, and he wears a mask because he's gotten death threats.
Oh God.
Death threats from the Yeezys.
Over the shoes. Just imagine.
Oh, weird. Joe Biden winning in every red state. So this is another thing that drives me nuts about this primary process. Like, okay, yeah, he's winning Oklahoma, Alabama, places you're never, ever going to win.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You're never going to gain an electoral college vote from any of those.
Yeah, but that'll get him the nomination. I mean, maybe that's all we want or all he wants. I don't know. I find it very, very interesting how at the beginning of this whole thing, I was kind of in the Biden camp. Where I'm like, man, he's kind of electable. He's a Democrat that isn't totally crazy. But as we've gone along and we've seen the gaffes and just
Dimension.
yeah, and his demeanor and stuff, it's like, wow, this guy might be a little too old.
Watching him on the debate stage it's a pleasure.
Yeah.
though, isn't it? Like every now and then he's just standing there and he's giving that stare, and then he'll, I'm on stage, you better chime in here, and then he'll say something super folksy like can of corn or
Corn Pop.
corn pop.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
His name was Corn Pop.
What was that whole story
He was a
about
black
again?
man named Corn Pop.
And he was like a gang leader or something at the pool.
Yeah, at the pool growing up.
Oh
Because,
my
Joe Biden was at a public pool, not at the country club pool.
Yeah.
So who was in charge of the Esterville pool gang?
Oh, man.
Spurge, would you say?
Well, it depends on the year.
Yeah.
The pool rats kind of ebbed and flowed through that place. There was a time when Tyler Moffat and I ran that pool like bosses.
Of course.
But
Mountain Dew Martin.
then it went, who?
Mountain Dew Martin.
Jeff?
No. God, what's his
Martin
last-
Christensen.
Marty,
Oh, yeah.
Marty Moose? I
Yeah.
just called him Marty Moose. He's out in Colorado selling insurance or something.
Is he really?
He's moved to Denver.
Wow.
I don't know what he's doing out there.
I can't believe that guy's past high school.
You don't
Yeah.
say.
Oh, yeah, dude. He graduated college. Speaking of high school, I saw you standing outside the high school.
Oh, yeah.
Not doing your job.
Yeah, I was just kind of hanging out.
Yeah.
Needed a smoke break.
But you had enough time to get your your coat and your hat. And
Oh, yeah. I tell the kids, fire drill, save yourself. I'm taking my coat.
yeah. No kids had any.
I don't know what the deal was. Like, it was just
It wasn't a
unexpected.
planned one? Oh, boy.
But shoot, let the kids go out first. They got time.
Do kids still pull the fire alarm?
No.
Oh, man. That was a thing.
You get in big trouble for that, don't you?
Yeah.
Pulling
I
that fire
suppose.
alarm. Yeah.
The latest drama we had about fire alarms was somebody burned some toast and then we had to evacuate. But
That's boring.
it's really been kind of an uneventful year. It's hard to believe that'll be over in 3 months.
Yeah, they're just vaping and taking pills, huh?
Well, I haven't really caught any vapes.
Not vaping? No.
I don't know if it's died down or if it's just not new anymore.
Well,
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Maybe
Or maybe it's just dumb and kids start to kind of
realize
that it's just stupid. But whatever.
yeah.
I don't know.
You're against vaping. Is that a fair statement?
Me?
Yeah.
In school, I don't care what you do out of school,
Sure.
but I don't want 16, 17-year-old kids doing it in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, You can drink, you can smoke, you can, I don't know, do whatever you want outside of school. I don't care. But
Okay.
You don't care if they beat their wives?
not really. None of my business.
Oh my god. That's immortalized on the internet forever.
None of my business. I'm not white knighting over here.
Yep. Hey, that's spoken like a true libertarian.
Yep.
Over there.
Speaking of
Alabama.
libertarians, Vermin Supreme still in.
Yeah,
Good.
he beat
He beat
Klobuchar. and-
Klobuchar and Pete. And
Yeah.
I love his Facebook. He
so
throws it
awesome.
out there every time someone drops out. I beat.
Good old
so
VS.
awesome. Yeah, that boot butt cheeks was really surprising. That was kind of a shocker.
I think he got a
Cabinet position.
cabinet position or a VP nod.
Oh yeah,
And same with Klobuchar.
Could be.
yeah.
I think that they just got bought out by Biden, and actually after South Carolina and realizing that black people will not vote for him at
Yeah, gay dude.
all, I think that his donors jumped
Yeah, that could be.
probably and went over to Biden to stop the burn. And
Yeah, old Bernie's gonna get it snatched away again from the jaws of whatever.
I think that's like by far the most likely scenario at this point.
Yeah.
I think 835 had, or 538 had him at like a 70 or 75% chance of brokered convention.
Yeah.
In which case Bernie can't win that. I mean, he's screwed.
Well, then you got Mini Mike in the contested convention. Maybe
Yeah,
do
because
something.
technically he won American Samoa, so he gets to
Yeah, he'll be on the debate
he
stage,
gets to hang out.
and yep, and he's got limitless or endless resources. So
Yeah.
it's not like he has any pressure that way.
True
Right.
that.
It'll be funny though.
You can just finish
now he won't-
finish the fight.
Now he won't. Well, if Warren drops out after this, he won't have Warren to really rip into him
Yeah,
because she really likes doing that.
yeah. Oh my God, is that Shemp?
Yeah.
Wait, what's Shemp doing?
You want to do a quick Eric Hansen segment?
166 views. Are you kidding me?
9 years ago.
He's doing-
Okay.
it's a cell phone review?
Let's do it. Okay. I don't have a slide or anything or any transition music, but we're thinking about introducing an Eric Hansen segment.
Called Shemp's Corner.
The Weekly Wheeze with Eric. So let's bring this up and see what it looks like. Just real quick.
Recording. Hey, it's on. Hey, YouTube. I have another retarded video.
Oh, hard on.
Hard R, Eric.
Demonetized.
Okay. Just so this uploaded, this is going to turn 10
Oh,
here
my God.
in a couple of months, this video.
It's a year after I graduated high school.
He jumped on YouTube when it first came out.
So, okay. Yeah. Eric's got a video that was posted in like 2006 or something. And he's like fighting a snowman.
Man,
It's out there. We're saving it for
He's the
the
OG.
for the all Eric episode. But yeah.
To share. I'm gonna do a cell phone review of all my cell phones from my days. I've had a few cell phones. Okay, starting with the first. Remember when
I like how he had to
Nokia was
change
popular?
his vague qualifier. Like, it's not like he goes, I've had 5, no, 6. No, it was not lots, few.
I feel like Eric hasn't aged at all.
Oh no.
No.
I mean,
He looks the
Since
same.
middle school. I
Yeah.
mean, he's always looked the same. And that's
Everyone had
cool.
Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah.
live to be 100.
no kidding.
that brick phone, and it lit up, and like you could see your whole room at night. That's my first phone, and
So he's taking us through the phone history arc. I mean, that's an interesting tale for almost everyone, I
Yeah.
think, isn't it? I mean,
Well, I mean,
a lot of us were all roughly the same vintage, so I think we started with, maybe Motorola bricks
Yeah.
of some sort or a flip
Flip
phone
phone, yeah.
or something along those
this is
lines.
crazy though, because it's like he's introducing brand new technology just 10 years ago.
Right.
And here we are on
Right.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Better than computers.
Better, yeah.
This thing's way better than my laptop.
Yeah.
I was on my
Yeah.
laptop today doing some work at the coffee shop, and I just wanted to pull out my phone
Yeah.
and start going away at it.
Yeah. Very much faster processing.
It's totally dead. I don't know where it's at. I don't care. It was work. The thing that didn't work was the 6 button.
The
The
thin.
It's the 6 button. I don't know why. You know, it's spelled MNO. I don't know. And remember texting? You texted by pressing until you got the letter, and then you went to the next letter and pressed it till the next letter. And now we got.
Oh yeah, he's talking about the
T9 word.
Oh my god.
Yep.
I forgot how horrible that was.
Oh. That's why I think.
Try doing my. Beardsley says he's got no sound.
Oh really? Shit.
Well, let's try.
Now we got a keyboard.
Let me just play it on here.
From
quick.
us or from.
So we can just do. Or.
Yeah.
Get on here.
Seems to be working.
Works for us.
Yeah.
Classic
T9
core.
for all you.
Criticizing and he's not even.
Not even here.
For all you freaks with a T9 one-handed.
T9
Look at me,
word.
I can.
You used to be a champ at that shit, Kyle. I remember
Me?
that. You could bust out a test in like 10 seconds.
Try doing my name though. S and P are on the same thing.
Oh yeah.
So I had to do 4 of them and then wait and then P U and then back and
Tough sledding.
Yeah. I went when you had the God. What kind of phone did you have?
razor.
No, you had the thing that slid up.
So
Envy.
Yeah, I had the first Envy I had was
Was that LG?
it was like a taco. It was like a big giant green taco that you could open up.
Yep.
Had a full keyboard.
a
and
QWERTY
stuff.
keyboard on there. Nice.
Yeah, that was dope. Then I had a slightly smaller version later after that one broke. But yeah, those were handy.
Yeah, I got one. I had a T-Mobile Charge, Motorola Charge, and that was my first one that had Wi-Fi connectivity, and I thought it was all awesome. It didn't work for crap, but I thought it was all cool. And that had a QWERTY keyboard.
Mm-hmm. I remember, this is a tangent, but I remember, Spurge, you were one of the first people that I knew that had an MP3 player.
Yeah.
And this is way pre-iPod and all of that. Like, it was...
I don't remember what it was.
It was a little bitty thing, as I recall,
Yep.
and it had maybe, what, was it room for, like, pretty much a CD's
a
worth?
CD or two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was the Lyra?
Okay.
Lyra, I think. I don't remember who made it, but yeah, I got that, and then when I went to college, I bought myself an iPod,
Yeah.
and that was the first generation with the click
Oh,
wheel.
yeah. Yep. I think we all had one of
Remember when
those.
Zunes.
We're gonna just take out
Yeah.
iPods.
Yeah, and they just kind of faded.
Zunes are dope though.
Yeah, they're cool. We used to. Kevy taught me how to do this. We'd take YouTube videos and just extract the audio and put it on an MP3, and then you wouldn't have to go about it. You wouldn't have to use LimeWire or
Nice.
Napster or anything. You can
Give your computer AIDS.
yeah, pretty much.
Dude, LimeWire was brutal.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah. It's good stuff.
Yes, it was, wasn't it, Jimmy?
Yeah. I suppose.
So, how's it going? Yeah. Just texting everyone. Anyway, so then I had the other Nokia, the one that could like
2010, Shemp was married. He's got.
Yeah, I
he's
think
got a
so.
ring on.
This is the apartment at
Oh, yeah,
East
okay.
Lawn, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Okay, the first one was the color scheme, but the second one was, how do you say it? Smaller, had the pull-out antenna still. My parents still have those phones, and
I bet they still do.
Yeah.
So they're like 20 years old now.
Judy and Gary just still rocking the Nokias.
when I
Might as well.
finally upgraded. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I want a camera phone. So I got a camera phone. And taking my shirt, Zaya. It's like the Matrix. Anyway, so I got a camera phone. And that worked great. I loved it. I would. Only
Okay, Eric.
Yeah.
Skip ahead here. Get to the review.
little Bluetooth thingy, you know, Bluetooth that you plugged in to your computer, and then you could like download music onto this phone.
Ooh.
Okay.
I would delete every photo, every video, so I could hold like 2 songs, because that's how we met. I don't know how to shrink my.
Did he just throw that?
Or my
Probably.
my megabytes down.
And how to shrink my megabytes down.
Oh, this is classic.
Oh man, it's so interesting though. Like
It's a time capsule.
Yeah, the problems of that day were
Yeah.
trying to make enough space on your phone to fit 2 songs.
Right.
This
Wild.
this is crazy.
Technology's exploded.
The worst part about it is there's if you can't see it, there's a crack. You see it? There's a crack.
Yeah,
Does he have
sure
a-
can.
Does he
And I
have a
just got
picture of
mad.
himself as his wallpaper?
There's a if
Look at this.
You can't see it.
Is that?
There's a crack.
I can't quite tell what that is. I think
I think it's him. I think it's just the same thing as we're seeing now. It's him sitting in his apartment.
Oh man.
Do you think that's the wallpaper on his computer he's recording this on too?
probably Eric Inception.
Yeah.
The email and that junk. But you could text people. I wonder if I know how still.
Yeah, Eric's. I mean, 166 views.
That's impressive. 0 comments.
He reviewing my Moto rival piece of crap phone and all my other historic cell phones.
Well,
Righteous.
So he's just got a full channel just of Eric vids, huh?
Yep.
yeah.
Awesome. That's so good.
Yeah, it's good time. Well, maybe we should get back on task. What
Okay.
do you do in school to? Or
Oh, yeah.
What's the? Oh, you clap
Then
a
you
couple
guys
of
gotta
times.
do it
and-
too.
Okay.
Everybody does it together. There we go.
Yeah.
Now we're on task.
And wait, what? That
Yeah.
magically switches you to
It's-
on task?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Wait,
Yeah,
did you
yeah,
learn
yeah.
that in a
But funny
professional
little questions about
development too?
No.
Is that a thing though? Like for
Yeah.
everybody?
Yeah.
Everybody, like all schools?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask Great Greg about this.
And they do it like, I get it, for elementary kids, just to get them paying attention to you without screaming at them. But sometimes they do it at like all staff PDs, where the speaker or something will do and then all the staff are expected to do the same thing. So
Do you participate?
no,
You don't?
I just sit there.
What if Tara Paul sees you? She stun guns you.
I don't know. I don't care.
We're not getting into a segment
Yeah.
situation.
Come on.
Does the coronavirus
Super Tuesday.
infect President Trump's strongest argument for re-election?
Dude,
Well, it
I was
does if
reading
it's
an
the-
article about Corona today, and
Hang on, they said coronavirus.
get your mask
Oh
on.
God,
Get your mask on.
I gotta hide.
There's somebody who was like in contact with someone who had it, who shook hands with Pence. And if Pence, the czar of Corona, gets Corona,
Oh man.
oh man,
He's not a czar. He's already in the administration.
yeah, he's a czar. He's a Corona czar. And mother is the associate czar.
Mother.
That's what he calls his wife.
It does also if it looks like he's not a leader in this time of crisis, in this time when people turn to him. And but I think to Margaret's point,
Is that what we're watching?
CBS.
Yeah, we're watching CBS.
Oh, my bad.
Get
Same
real.
thing.
think for him, he's most
What
concerned.
would you
obviously,
rather be
about
watching?
The stock market
The Young
and the
Turks?
economy.
All right,
No.
much more to discuss. And coming
Of
up, the polls
course.
close in 4 more states at the top of the hour, including Texas. As the
Tonight's
candidates
Texas coming up.
tonight is election night for Genk, isn't it?
Oh, I think that's
so.
right.
I think
yeah,
it is.
pretty sure you're right about that.
I hope he loses bad.
Good old Genk chunk.
Buffalo.
battle for delegates there. You're watching Super Tuesday right here on CBS.
Beardsley's texting me his chat messages. That's not allowed, man.
Come on, Cole.
Make it public.
Come on, go on the record. For next time I write you in for mayor.
Yeah, it'll be
Hey, I voted for you, Beards.
basically, yeah.
I did too. You got 3.
Of course. Yeah, we need a transcript, essentially a deposition, for which we can cross-examine later.
I emailed the Project Ion podcast email something last night.
Oh, you did?
That should be played. It's Roger Stone's deposition.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that.
Oh man.
I did see that email, yeah.
He
Not good.
no, dude, he's just on a lot of stimulants.
Oh, nice.
He's like
Yeah.
He calls the other lawyer a bitch.
Nice.
And the other lawyer goes, "Did you just call me a bitch?" He goes, "Well, you're acting like one."
Calls it like he sees it.
Hey, it happens.
True man.
Yep.
I'm not going to be badgered by this bastard.
You talking about the judge?
But I mean, he's always just so cool and calm, like really different than his other. Because his other interviews, he's always just like, "Oh, I'm the merry prankster. Like I'm a dirty, rotten crook,
Yeah.
but you're never gonna catch me because I'm freaking good."
Yeah.
And he's gnashing his teeth and all these weird mannerisms that almost scream like psych med to me.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
Yeah. Or just
He's on the Gale stuff, huh?
Oh man.
or snorting just a ton of Adderall.
Yeah.
One or the other. He's either
Adderall, Sudafed
wreck.
combo.
Oh yeah.
Gail.
Gail's Tulsi Gabbard. She
Yeah, she's
likes.
I-
Tulsi's the Jesuit clone.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah.
It depends on the video,
Yeah.
man. Truth be told.
Because she's on the Seroquel.
Oh, yeah. But it's like her medicine, so that
FBI
Lori
agents.
McBride can't get her. Yeah,
That's right, Lori,
yeah.
freaking Lori McBride.
She was out
dude.
walking around with the contrails and stuff. I mean, she was like videotaping just clouds. And she's like, oh, man, they're really dropping a lot of bombs here lately. Lori McBride is coming after me hard.
I just need to get to Brent Spiner.
Brent Spiner. That's Data, right?
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
Data from Star Trek. Also, Professor Oaken from the Independence Day franchise.
I saw you doing you doing some Twittering about Star Trek last night.
I did, yeah.
To somebody. I didn't recognize who that was.
Oh, is this meteorologist that's
likes Trek?
Likes Trek, yep.
Huh.
She did a whole forecast in Star Trek cosplay. And it was
that's fantastic.
She was talking about like what the weather was going to be like on. I mean, you have to be a Trek fan to get the jokes, but she's like, "Oh yeah, the weather on Ferenginar is just going to be, nothing but rain and blah 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 blah." So,
oh, Trek. I never got into it.
yeah, I didn't until law school.
Okay.
Really, yeah. I was always like a Star Wars purist up until
because Senior was always a big Trek guy. Senior Finley.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Hamilton loved Trek.
Yes, they both did.
Hamilton was a big Trek dog.
Huge. He wore a Star Wars T-shirt to the Star Trek convention, or vice versa. I can't remember. Cardinal Sin.
I love it because it's just Hamilton. You know?
Yeah,
that's so Hamilton.
Yeah, he's like standing there next to.
I don't care.
Next to Captain Picard with a Star Wars T-shirt on.
Do you want to start a micronation?
Yeah.
This is a very serious situation. More news every morning on the show.
Click live, Jimmy.
Oh.
Ooh, Sanders might win
North
Tennessee.
Carolina there.
Doesn't matter, Red
Too close
State.
to call.
All this, of course, after winning nearby in South Carolina. Some Southern comfort, you could say, for Joe Biden tonight. Major Garrett has been looking at the exit polls. And Major, what do we learn?
Major Garrett's
so
a
let's
turd
talk about
too.
Mike Bloomberg in language that I know he would understand. What's the return on
So
investment
nice
so
to see
far in a place
Pocahontas
like Virginia, a state that's crucial not only in Super Tuesday but for any ambitions of a Democratic nominee to be, not necessarily
just
Mike Bloomberg,
mean.
but anyone
Who
else.
does Cole want to win?
She's mean.
Yeah, she's awful.
How is she? She's mean to Michael Bloomberg.
Yeah. She's just a mean old lady.
Oh my God.
Mean old woman.
I kind of want to turn up and down the sound. See, hopefully we don't get taken down for a copyright problem for rebroadcasting. But I don't know. I think you could argue this is fair use. Cut the sound out. And,
that's right. And we're talking about...
And our pictures are up there.
We're just talking about politics.
That's right. So who does Cole want to win? Did he say?
Cole doesn't want Bernie.
Okay.
Cole doesn't think Bernie can win with the Electoral College. Whatever that means.
So does that mean he's not throwing his weight necessarily behind anybody at this point?
I think if I remember right, which I could be way off, I think he was a Pete or a Warren guy.
I could tolerate Pete. I didn't mind him.
I couldn't, man. It's just more of this bogus money and politics stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more of the same. There's no difference between Pete and Biden in my mind. I mean, besides the
dementia.
Yeah, there's that.
And
well, and yeah. I mean, Biden likes to creep on young girls, and Pete likes boys. So
there you go.
You know, Michael Bloomberg just not winning anything. I love that. Tickles me.
17. Yeah. He still got 96,000. It floors me that anybody votes for him.
Yeah,
he doesn't have a stance on anything.
Oh, it's just because of the money.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just repeat your name over and over again, you're guaranteed a certain percentage, probably.
Bloomberg.
Mike.
Look at all
Mike
those
can get it done in all lower caps. Mike 2020.
He reminds me of a vulture or something.
Yeah.
Like a crow.
A predatory bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's kind of this wrinkly.
Just a real small one.
Yeah.
Look, he's swooping around.
It's like when Birdie gets the hands going.
Yep.
The puppet master.
Oh, man. I love it. I love the Birdie hands. And Tulsi Gabbard, how does she have money to still be around?
Let's switch networks
See,
here.
that's what I'm really wondering is how the money flow there is working too.
Yeah, she hasn't really been anywhere campaigning, so it's probably just her loyalists that are.
Yeah, there's that.
Getting her a few points.
She hasn't been on a debate stage since the first one.
Hey, it's Chuck Todd. Firsty.
Chuck Todd.
Chuck Todd.
That was certainly the case in Nevada a few weeks ago, and it is also true of Texas and Colorado voting tonight. Polls closing just a few moments from now. Let's get right to Jose Diaz-Balart. He's the anchor at Telemundo, as well as the Saturday edition of NBC Nightly News, and he's been looking at this crucial block of voters. We've been talking
Texas
with Jose
15% in, and
Bernie Sanders has really
barn
got a lot
burner in
riding
Texas.
on this particular.
So is Texas going to be? I wonder if will that turn out to be a critical state for today?
They're thinking there's a possibility for Texas to go blue this go around.
Yeah. Okay,
which is kind of. I mean, it's pretty abstract. It's
in the general, you mean?
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, it's a reach, but
right.
I think it's more blue now than it's
ever been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the past.
I think it's huge today just because of the number of delegates associated with it. 220 is a haul.
Yeah.
We probably won't know California until 11, 12.
Yep. So you better be ready for a late night, Kyle.
I am not going to be.
None of this leaving at 8:15 garbage.
We gotta go at 8:15. I have to read the morning. Gotta read the morning announcements.
The weekly raid reset today, so I gotta go play some Warcraft.
Oh my goodness! Why don't you bring your laptop here? You
should.
can play Warcraft, and we'll just make fun of you.
Yeah.
The number one issue that Latino voters.
Oh, here's a nice little pie chart: healthcare, race relations.
Wow, 16% race relations.
So this is,
this is
Latino voters' their most important issue.
I mean, how some of these charts that they end up making just get so. It's like left-handed Latino voters who are born on a Tuesday.
Right?
Do they care about their health care?
Yeah. I mean, how would this compare to just a general survey in the first place? I mean,
I don't know.
Maybe I wouldn't be surprised if like healthcare was a big issue for 53% or close
everybody.
to it. Right. Yeah. So
no, I think that's very true. I think it would change. I think race relations would probably be smaller, but
so we're talking about like the minority issue, like the acute issues for people.
Well,
and how they're different,
Just something to pander to.
Well, it makes me so nuts that it's like a baseball stat. It's like watching baseball, and they're like, "Oh man, in the second week in April, the home team has hit 2 doubles on average."
Or like when the Twins start out 5-0, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, we all know that they can start out 30-0, and it doesn't matter.
Start out 30-0 and be ready to throw in the towel by June 15th or something.
And then they make a little run at the end to make you think they might have some go, and then they just don't. Freaking Twins.
Oh, the Twins.
Love them.
Globalist Podcasts, Mysteries with a Twist.
Hey, Neighborman's calling in. Let's see what's up here.
Neighborman.
Hello.
Neighborman.
Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, you're live on the air.
Live on the air.
Live on the air with all of us, and I can't hear you.
Sounds good, man. We'll see you soon. Later.
Neighborman coming in hot. Beardsley, you can call in too.
Yeah, just call my phone if you want to
talk.
Go talk. Got it hooked up to the mixer.
Stop sending like two-word text to me 5 minutes after we switch topics, so I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Oh yeah, Beards just had his kid, didn't he?
He did. He had a little girl.
Nice.
Yay.
So there's really no excuse that you shouldn't be here.
No, he said he was leaving the hospital. He had to go pick up Brielle, but he can bring her here.
Yeah.
She can bang on the drums all day or something. I don't know.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah,
How many
that's
kids
great.
does he have?
Got 3 now.
3?
Yep.
Yep.
Got the growing brood there.
Yep.
That's
Hope
cool.
they're all 6'5".
Play basketball.
Play basketball, yeah, that'd be great.
What the heck is this? San Bernardino City Schools?
Board meeting live now.
Also, the energy reduction of this magnitude would not be possible.
It's a nice
without
suit.
Really, again,
Yeah.
I like that.
top-down involvement
I'd
from
like to move our trash pickup days
in
from a
recognition of your
Wednesday to
organization's energy
Tuesday.
stewardship and outstanding impact of the program is having on their
We're gonna have
environment.
to,
I'm
we're gonna
honored
have to
present
deliberate
San
on
Bernardino with
that.
the
Get back to you in
Let's
2
table
hours.
that issue.
Better check Emmett County Matters about
Oh my God.
about the recycling issue. We got Critters here, and they're already there by 5:30 in the morning.
Critters coming in hot.
Critters coming in hot. So maybe you should pee on the bags, I think is what someone said. Or I think they said use ammonia, but
Hey,
I
Dave.
took that I took that as taking a big leak on the bags of garbage.
Have a seat right over there, sir.
Hey man, how's it going?
Dave, you know Andy, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
you guys have
Haven't
met.
seen you in a while. How's it been?
Oh, that's funny.
Am I?
Yep, I can hear you. You're good to go. Yep. Give me a little talk a little bit in the microphone, Dave. Make sure.
Testing.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, I think we got her dialed in. Anyways, we've been just kind of watching Super Tuesday coverage here a little bit and talking about it.
I have no idea what's going on, so I'll just go ahead and. I mean, as far as like tonight. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
Sure,
I was gonna say I'd assume you'd.
I'm not
know
like
the
a complete ignorant. Yeah.
Pete News and Klobuchar.
Yeah.
You caucused this time around, didn't you, Dave?
I did. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I did.
Right on. How was that experience? Had you participated in the New Mexico primaries before?
Nah.
Okay.
Nobody cares about New Mexico, really. So that's kind of why it was kind of cool to be in Iowa, where people care.
Sure.
So
if you want to, the cool thing about Iowa is if you want to meet a candidate, you pretty much can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just about anybody. So
Yeah.
That's rad. Like if you have enough time, you can go to a lot of stuff and meet the president.
That's right.
Do you think we'll still have a caucus next time around?
I really wonder. I really
'Cause
wonder. The Dems might have like blown that for the entire state.
Yeah, and how democratic really is a caucus?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Maybe you have your boss in the room and he's winking at you or giving you the eye if you go to that side of the room.
No, so get this. By precinct, if there happens to be some sort of tie situation, which is not that far-fetched when you consider that a precinct might have, 4 people show up. So that sometimes means that there's like they solve problems by flipping a coin.
Yep.
And that's pretty absurd in my opinion.
In Nevada, every precinct got a deck of cards.
That's right. I heard
the Vegas
that,
trick. And the high card won aces high. So they played war.
So anyway, that's fun. Yeah. And so like the guy, he's like, he gets out the official quarter. And he's like, shows everybody. Oh, I swear it's not weighted. Okay. Right.
Trust you, I guess.
Flip the coin.
Heads for Bernie and tails for Biden or something. Or
so at that, it was like, how was it? It was like, so in our precinct, it was 2 Buttigieg, 2 for Sanders, and then 1 for Warren. And then it was like flip a coin to see
who got Warren's
or who got. There was like 1 extra one, and it was like who gets the extra one. It made no sense, honestly. Yeah. It was absurd.
No, it's all made up, and it's just
made up.
It's just pretend thing.
You can change the rules every time, so it doesn't.
I mean, and unfortunately, if Iowa went to a primary, I don't know if it'd be allowed. Like, would that be allowed? Because the first primary is always New Hampshire, and I think they have it written into their state code or something. Could be.
I have no idea.
Here's what gets me. It seems like there's a very simple solution to all this. You just have a popular vote and call it good. Like, that's it.
Strange thinking there.
Instead, we've got all these weird, I don't know.
Popular vote for
the primary
candidacy or general?
Both.
Okay, so
both.
Oh,
both.
I see we've
hard
tickled a nerve here.
Yeah,
hard.
Okay,
because I can't wait to cater to those West Coast people.
Those coastal elites, Kyle.
Yeah, that's right.
So I see. It's a matter of like you have power and you don't want to give it up.
Yes,
basically.
Yes.
Okay. Why not popular state by? Why not popular vote by state?
There you go. Like at a caucus level, like the Iowa caucus.
Just
do like a ranked voting situation there
for like a nomination. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
that'd be fine. Yeah, popular vote for nomination isn't an issue.
What about in the
by state?
Why not in the general? Popular vote determines your entire electoral. It's all or nothing.
Yeah, I could. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to think on that.
It's all about the power.
I haven't thought about that enough to.
Because I mean, land doesn't vote; people do.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jim?
So, well, we're sort of, to me, we're blending, I guess what in my mind is the primary and the general election. So I'm getting slightly confused on what people are talking about exactly.
Well, okay.
Are we talking about the primary process here exclusively, or are we talking about the general election?
Maybe we should take each of those piecemeal.
Sure.
If you go straight, go totally popular vote for the general, what the hell are the candidates going to care about Iowa that has 3 million people when they could go cater to Los Angeles who has 6 million in one state? I mean, they're not going to give a crap about our issues here.
I think they do.
I think no way. They're going to go where the people are and where the votes are. They could say, screw Iowa, where I can get, in one city, I could get twice as many votes.
So that to you is more important than, say, for example, one dude, one vote.
So, because it was...
You know what I mean?
No.
Okay, so it was Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump. 2 ridiculous candidates.
Yes.
And it was still only separated by 3 million, which is 1% of the population of the United States.
Okay.
So, to me, that seems pretty fair in terms of left versus right. Yes, your vote in Iowa might be watered down.
It's not.
But it's because we don't have any people.
Yeah, so our lives are going to be worse off because our issues in Iowa aren't being attended to.
So on the flip side of that, why does a person in LA, why is their vote counted so much less than someone in Iowa?
It's weighted.
It's not.
So California has... California's electorates are significantly higher. There's significantly more than there are in Iowa.
There are.
What is it like?
But I'm talking popular. So we're talking popular vote for the general.
Okay.
Popular vote for the general.
Yes.
You say it would lose Iowans' power, any power to our vote. Your vote would mean a lot less.
No, your vote would mean the same. It's a matter of, will the candidate that's running or that will eventually be president, will they cater to the people where the people are and kind of say screw the rest of the heartland, or will they?
Well, currently Iowans vote as a swing state is way proportionally more powerful than somebody in LA. Or somebody in New York.
Not sure. Don't know if I totally agree with that. I'd have to think about it. Because LA in California is blue, no matter what. New York is blue, no matter what.
Okay, Texas.
Yeah.
A lot of people in Texas.
Yep.
Florida. A lot of people in Florida.
Could go either way.
But their votes don't matter as much as Iowa.
Sure they do. They have just as many they have more electors. I'd argue that it matters more.
So why does Iowa get catered to so much?
Because we're early and
in the general.
Yep, and we're easy to flip. We're purple. Like rain.
That's right. Don't you ever forget it. Don't you ever forget it, Kyle.
I did as of 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, right. You just can't wait to go to the trivia.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not going to that.
Well, I don't profess to understand everything about it, but as I listen to the popular vote proponents, the idea there is every vote that you have past whatever you need to get all your electorate votes to go your direction is a wasted vote, essentially. Mm-hmm. Therefore, the vote is diluted.
Correct.
And that's the issue. It's like the same concept as the gerrymandering with packing and cracking and that sort of thing, where you can divide up the district lines in such a way as to maximize or minimize the effect of a particular voting body that is going to go
the other way
in a particular direction.
Right.
Yep. But again, when we're talking about the Electoral College, the idea, when I think about it, I always wind up back to I hear what Kyle's saying in terms of, the concern would be if it's a straight up popular vote only, what about rural interests? Because then, the densely populated areas are able to pretty much direct traffic. Mm-hmm. And if that's the way that the United States wants it to be, then amend the Constitution and make it happen that way, I guess would be my take on it.
I guess what rural issues have we really gotten out of anybody ever in the recent years? Farm subsidies,
farm bailout,
farm bailout because
last
of
6 months
tariffs. That's buying off votes.
Yeah,
but regardless of what you could point to as a practical outcome, the concern exists one way or another. But yeah, the other thing I think about on the whole Electoral College conversation is if it's that big a deal about revamping the system, then maybe the office of the president is too powerful. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
yep.
It's supposed to be 3 branches of government with checks and balances between the 3. And like a state like California, for example, does have more electoral votes, so therefore, you would argue then, they are adequately represented. However, the one person, one vote proponents would say no. That's
right.
We got votes that are being wasted. So I can recognize that there's tension and an issue there, but I don't know. Go through the legislative process or the amendment process to change it around.
Right, which can't be done.
Never
in
gonna
current
happen,
in
ever.
current climate.
Yep. Ooh, Cole's calling.
Yeah, he said he was going to try.
Hi, Cole. How are you doing, sir? Good. You are on the air.
What a nerd. He finally made it to the podcast, and he's just getting out of fairway. Yeah, that's right, Beards. We've been bugging you for 2 years now, officially.
Can you?
Oh, I can't hear him. I'm fine.
Oh, well, some of us can, but Andy can't. But for somehow he's able to carry on the conversation.
I mean, Cole,
anyways.
I like to think Cole's very, very predictable, and with years of trolling him, I've gotten to know exactly what he's going to say.
He says you're predictable, Cole. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Well, we've got a limited headphones. We're trying to do this on a shoestring budget, Cole. So I'm sure you can appreciate. Yeah,
we need the government to subsidize us.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, Cole, can we get some of that? Get some of that money?
Yeah,
just vote for Bernie. He says. Yeah,
I think.
You're not wrong.
I think we should get some of that grant money that's being wasted in our public schools.
We definitely need grant money in public schools. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, can you believe that? They're spending like crazy.
Yeah, they're bribing teachers.
Spend.
What's the matter? It's grant money.
Well, Cole, do you have anything you wanted to chime in on in particular, or we've been talking about?
He loves Biden.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, who did you want to come out on top on Super Tuesday? Well, or yeah, whatever. Mm-hmm.
Freaking Cole.
Sure. Oh, you did?
He caucused for Tulsi?
Yang. Yeah.
Yang Gang?
Yep.
Cole Beardsley's Yang Gang? Oh, man, you got to come in, man. We got to talk some Yang. I think Yang was good for the conversation. I think a lot of his ideas and how he was going to do it was kind of silly, but... I noticed the neighbors across the street from me who've never had a pot to piss in had a Yang sticker out. Yang sign out in their front yard. And he did leave me some chocolate. Oh, Condon's in there too.
Mm-hmm. True that. Crazy.
Tony said he can't hear Cole.
Uh-oh. We got sound problems. Here. Carry the conversation for me, would you, Kyle?
Sure.
All right, 1 second. Here, Spurge.
You should be able to hear.
Let me talk to Cole.
There, see if you can hear him.
What a moron. What's up, buddy?
There we go. Can you hear him?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So you had a baby, huh? Sarah had the baby. That's good. That's good. Well, I never know about your nether regions. What you're going to be pushing out of there. Yeah. So how many more are you going to have? Like 5? 5 or 6 girls? Just going to keep... Oh, I lost Cole. That's all right. Oh, there he is. There he is again. Jimmy unplugged me from his phone. No, that's all right. You should see the cable setup we got over here. It's cable porn for sure.
Yeah. Unlock it quick.
But a fire code doesn't exist in the bunker. This is a fireproof bunker. As we all look up at the rafters of the wood above us.
Yeah. One spark, this thing's going down.
Yeah. You been down here to Jim's yet? No? Weird. Oh jeez. Yeah, this is in a whole room that didn't exist when we were running around up here. No, yeah, added like a living room and this bunker where Jimmy can bunker down and play guitars and have his guns and hang out. Yeah, Jim's got a couple guns. He shoots pheasants on occasions. No, he doesn't have anything like you. He's not one of those crazies that goes and buys an AR because he thinks it's going to be going illegal. And then I remember that when you were in Iowa City. You're like, oh. You used to. No, you might have gone and looked at him then. We were at you like came down from, I think it might have been a Minnesota game or something, and we were at Nossa's, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go look at ARs because they're gonna be illegal soon because the liberals, and then they never got illegalized because that's silly. You should see Jim though, he's got a mask because of Corona.
It's true.
Jim has coronavirus.
Yeah, he's got coronavirus and his conspiracy shades on.
That's right. I'm not taking any chances.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that I read that on, it was a Reddit. There was a Reddit story about it today, and it would be really funny. Oh no, he'd have the flu, but
sure.
Oh, dude, your guy Yang's looking at running for mayor of New York City. Yeah. Article on the Hill right now. Yang looking into running for mayor of New York. Because Yang Gang, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he got smoked running for president. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I thought he was good to have around just for ideas. Yeah, no, he brought up interesting ideas. The one thing I can get behind 100% was his democracy dollars idea, where everyone in America gets allocated a certain amount of funds that they can put into elections, and that's it. That's all people can use for the elections. I thought that was a wonderful idea. Yeah. No. Well, the Republicans, look at the Democrats. The Democrats have just as many billionaires propping them up as the Republicans. Yeah. They got Mike Bloomberg now. Homeboy's worth like $61 billion. Yeah. Correct in terms of actual voting access, but not in terms of getting money out of politics. Yeah, Bernie. I mean, yeah, which is ridiculous. And the rest of those turds. We like to call him Doom and Gloom.
Yeah.
I think we should call him Doom and Gloom Cole. Can that be his Trump nickname? No, here's the article from the Independent with the headline Coronavirus Student in Quarantine After Classmates Shook Hands with Mike Pence. Dude, if he got COVID-19, I would be so happy.
Spoken like a typical progressive, Spurge. Happy for somebody to be ill.
Progressives want people to be ill?
Yep.
Further
your agenda.
Share your logic there.
Further your agenda.
He can't hear.
Biden, winner, Virginia, North Carolina, Alabama.
Are you going to... Cole's asking you a question.
What's
now,
up?
Kyle.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. I'm voting for the Great White Hope.
Yeah, dude, he's a racist.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah, dude, you're racist.
What has Trump ever said that's racist? Give me one example.
No, I'm saying you.
Oh, me.
I think you personally are racist.
Oh. What side?
The Nazi side. Remember Charlottesville? No, those were, those were tiki torches. Those are pretty weak KKK guys. I get it though. They were Nazis. They are Nazis. Yes.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
So with that logic, then so is Antifa. There's great people in Antifa. Oh, I don't think Trump does either. Has he?
Yeah. And the Central Park 5.
Oh, that's Central Park 5.
That's pretty racist.
That is a very...
Yeah. Well, that was a bad one.
Yeah, there's more to the Central Park 5, I think, than just what the... Who? No.
I mean, they were.
Yeah, well, what are you talking about? The people who beat the
Cleared by DNA evidence.
Yeah. Trump would have. He would have had the power to roast them. So Trump would have pulled the lever.
No, what he's saying, Kyle.
Yeah, I'm not following here. Sorry.
What he's saying is that he went out and put on a bunch of. Oh, great, the Hawks are on. He went out and put out all this propaganda to try to sway public opinion against these 5 poor black kids in New York who.
Okay.
Turned out to be innocent.
Who turned out to be innocent.
Why were they arrested in the first place? That's the only reason?
And they were there? Yeah, dude,
That's the only reason? Yeah. The only reason. So if you're walking down the street and you're black, you're going to get arrested.
You're going to get stopped and frisked.
Really? Really?
80% versus...
Wow, 80%? So 80 out of 100 black people will just get stopped by the police and patted down.
80% of the people stopped are black.
Okay,
Yes.
What were they doing to get stopped?
They were black.
Nothing.
That was the issue.
So none of the blacks are doing anything to get stopped.
That was the issue, though. That they overwhelmingly were not doing anything.
So, okay, so let me get this straight. There's black people, there's police, and the police just say, hey, stop, you're black, let me pat you down.
Yes.
That's what happened?
Yes.
I find that really hard to believe.
Because you're from Estherville, Iowa. I mean, this is covered. This is fact. Yeah, he loved that. That and the sugary drinks.
Big Gulp? Is that it? The Big Gulp?
Can. That's freedom, dude. You can drink a Big Gulp if you want to drink a Big Gulp. We're not. If we have socialized healthcare, then you can start talking about changing people's habits. Yeah, you can't cure stupid.
But what if I love soda?
Exactly. You can have a big soda.
So this I can have America, a big gulp. Dude. The Democrats won't take away my big gulp?
Mike Bloomberg will.
Oh. Well, then I can't vote for him.
Yeah, there's that.
Oh my God.
What's that sound? What's the score?
13-7.
Hawks?
No. Of course. Senior night, and we're gonna get blown out by Purdue
again.
Oh, 16-7.
Laughs the Gopher fan.
Yeah.
Never wins anything. Go row a boat.
Yeah.
Just couldn't beat the Hawks. Weird.
Yeah, if he wasn't such a spaz, then...
Yeah, dude. He needs to lay off the Adderall, too.
Yeah, he's not a low-energy Jeb, that's for sure.
Low energy Biden is just going to get it torched.
Sleepy Joe.
He can't.
Joe.
He can't debate. Jimmy and I, before you got here, were talking about how wonderful a Trump-Biden debate is going to be.
Oh, God.
In terms of entertainment value.
Yeah, it's good.
On either side. Yeah.
It's going to be great. That's awesome.
Who's babysitting? The dog? Oh.
Beers,
so you're just literally right here? Well, we got a kid cage. Bring her down. We'll put her in the other room and yeah, that's not bad.
Do you take your girls to Mackenzie PETA? Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. Yep. I think Brielle was combing Hudson's hair the other day. Yeah. She takes good care of him, so. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. The one thing bringing conservatives and progressives together, daycare. And we can all agree that it's too damn high.
Oh, wait. Bernie's got a plan for that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. You're in trouble.
All
right. See you, dork.
Brazy. Oh, boy. Okay, so that's there. So should we maybe revisit our...
Yeah, revisit the board.
Super Tuesday
See
results?
who's winning.
Right.
Oh, Beards, he's a fun time.
So, Virginia, I guess, is...
Virginia Biden. Vermont, Bernie.
Yep.
That's no surprise.
Apparently, we weren't responding to the chat enough, so Kyle jumped out.
Who?
My Kyle.
Oh.
Different Kyle.
Oh, Tony Condon at 25, so 3 minutes ago said, "Good news, Jimmy. I can hear Cole on my computer."
Yeah, I think I've got it figured out. So
and Kevin said 4 more years.
My guess is that the phone, for whatever reason, is only in stereo. So and what I've got coming out of the mixer here is a mono signal. So, and I don't understand why a stereo signal going into the mixer that is exiting as mono is then a problem. I don't get that, but apparently it is. So go figure. So yes, if you are trying to hear callers, we need you probably need headphones or to be on something that's got stereo speakers.
Every highlight tape of the early 2000s.
Yeah.
So, okay, Biden
he's going to win Massachusetts.
That's surprising.
Warren and Bernie split the progressive vote.
Yeah.
That's right.
So Massachusetts has got Biden
projected
on top right now, I guess, with 19% reporting.
Yeah.
And Massachusetts was Warren's
home state. She's their senator.
Yep. So,
which means you should drop out. She's stated that she's going to stay all the way to the convention for some goddamn reason.
Well, she's going to be
sucking
a lot of life out of the Democrats.
So we'll see. I mean, technically it's a contested convention.
Maybe she's trying to weaken Sanders.
Yeah. I think there could be a lot to that because they're the same voting pool.
So much politics.
Essentially.
It's really the only thing that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Move on to Maine here.
Losing a lot of money.
Biden in Maine? Oh, it's pretty much tied though.
Yeah, very tight race.
There's like
Wowzers.
80 votes.
Yeah, look at that. With that, it's only not even a third reporting.
Yeah, they can't call that. Yeah.
Colorado, no surprise.
Bernie. I mean,
Ooh, Bloomberg was
Wow.
second place, huh?
Spending a lot of money, Bloomberg.
Interesting.
Folks don't like Biden in Colorado.
No. Weird. I mean, honestly,
California way too soon, I guess.
Yeah, they don't close till 10.
Yep. And
That says a lot to me about the age of the population. I feel like Biden people are mostly older.
Yeah, dude, there was a stat earlier. They were breaking it down by over and under 45, and he got like 65% of the over 45 vote or something ridiculous.
I always said I thought that he did so poorly in Iowa because it was so icy that. And like, who stays home? The old people.
Yeah, you got a point.
That's valid.
Who stays home when it's icy? The old people do.
Yeah.
So of course he did poorly. I don't know.
Yep. Should have launched an absentee caucus campaign, maybe, account for the bad
Although
weather.
Iowa has no such thing, which is kind of dumb.
Well, they should maybe just change their rules.
Change the rules.
Oh, it's
Exactly.
ridiculous, dude.
Next time.
I couldn't caucus because I was working in Humboldt.
Yep.
And so I couldn't go to a caucus because I'm not registered to
Yeah.
vote there. And
I didn't caucus just because I don't care.
Strange.
Arkansas, Biden, I guess.
Yeah, he'll win all the
31,
red
yeah.
states. The deep south.
Alabama.
Thank God.
Jeez, 62.
Wow, crushing it with 9% reporting. Good grief.
Good for you. You won Alabama.
All right, so I'm guessing it's going to be down to Biden and Trump.
Yeah, well, I don't think Biden locks in the nomination till a contested convention. I don't see how he gets 1991 beforehand.
This is crazy, though, because just like a week ago, it was, it's Bernie. Man, what are we going to do now? What's the establishment going to do? Because Bernie's going to get the nomination, and then here we are.
Because Pete dropped out, and because Amy
I'm
dropped,
just saying, it's crazy how
fast it goes.
Yeah.
Because both of those guys, I mean, Pete and Amy both spent a ton of money and time in these Super Tuesday states.
But that doesn't mean they didn't get anything out of it.
True.
They could have leveraged a place, like if Biden wins, maybe they've got a place.
I was saying that too. Yeah, I think one of them probably got a VP nod and one of them probably got
even
a
if
cabinet.
they didn't, the face recognition, if you want a career in politics,
Yeah.
I mean.
Right. So Pete's either going to be in the cabinet or he's going to be running for Senate.
He's probably going to be in the cabinet, I bet.
I think so too. He's young.
Something military.
I could see that too. Absolutely.
Yeah.
DOD.
Yeah.
Secretary of Defense, Pete Buttigieg.
Could be.
There you go, Kyle.
Could be. Whatever.
But wouldn't that be weird if Warren is trying to siphon to weaken Bernie? She's not stupid.
No.
She's not also.
Yeah, but what's the point, I guess?
Of that?
Yeah. Just ego?
What would be the point of that? Maybe she, like, I don't know, maybe she wants Biden to get the nomination for some reason. Or maybe she's banking, I don't know.
Yeah.
But clearly there's some logic going on here. At some point you have to use whatever leverage you have
Mhm.
and
kind of place your bet and move
Yeah.
on. I don't know.
It's hard to imagine that she wouldn't say, "I don't have a chance." You know, why would
It
she
is hard
say
to imagine,
that?
right?
But,
Like,
yeah, without anything else being at play.
and maybe if everybody else croaked, like that
Yeah.
would be.
Nope,
what are the odds of that happening?
Let's get conspiratorial here.
Yeah.
Cole Beardsley just
Let's get the tinfoil hats
randomly
out.
text me clean air and water.
What?
I don't know, Cole. I don't know what you're talking about. Hi, Brielle. Your daddy's crazy.
That's funny.
What a goofball.
So Kevy's lurking in the chat. Maybe he wants to
Buzz in.
yeah.
What does he
And
have
Tone
to say?
T2's in there too.
Official
It's better than just being a lurker.
political correspondent Kevin Grims.
Joe Biden winning Massachusetts. That's weird.
Yeah. Check this sweet slide out I made for if and when Kevin would happen to call in. So all I gotta do is bloop. Bloop. Oh, here's Tony. Hey, Tony.
T2
Not much. How are you? Yeah, that's true.
Lines are filling up.
Yep. Hot off the presses here. So, caller, what's your comment?
Oh.
I saw that today, and the Dow still went down 750. I think he's got the corona.
Trump has corona?
Yep. That's the new word on the street.
Yeah. Could be.
I think Pence is going to get corona.
You guys say the C word?
I don't know though. I don't know if he can be patient zero. He's not an adventurous eater, so I can't imagine he was eating bat unless they make it at McDonald's. A McBat.
I'm not taking any chances, Tony.
He's got the only mask left in Iowa.
That's right. I have a few for sale. $1 million a piece.
The Democrats will take that away. Oh, really? And you're in Kansas. Yeah. Man, that's crazy. I guess I haven't been paying too much attention at Walmart. Or
You can't order them from our wholesaler, like our pharmacy wholesaler right now.
Huh.
You don't have to use like a full-on respirator for that, Tony? Oh, sure. Yeah.
Good deal.
He's the fun uncle of the neighborhood. You can't get the local news. How's your battle with the Wichita paper?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
Good for you, Tony.
Yeah. Don't let the man keep you down. Cole Beardsley is still texting me because he can't figure out how to use the chat, I guess. He just said effing Idaho.
Yeah, he tried to call me a second ago.
Is Idaho on Super Tuesday?
I
don't think.
I don't see it on the list here.
What's he talking about?
Maybe he means Utah?
Same
Utah's
thing.
It's kind of the same.
Yeah.
Mormons, potatoes, this or that, you know?
Yeah. Oh, funny.
Yeah. Oh, is she getting excited? It is... by May. Yeah. Oh, I could not let Grandma May down. She gives me so much grief, and I just love it because she keeps me on my toes. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, I don't mind talking to May. She's one of the ones I like when they call. Calls you in Kansas. She sometimes she'd have me sneak her a candy bar in for the delivery with her meds. Well, you know, a little of this, a little of that. I'm not diming on May. You don't mess with the family. No, it's the project is going well. I can't say anything officially because we're on national, international media right now.
You got America at the edge of their seats.
I know.
I can tell you this, Spurge, you're going to have a lot of business.
Oh, yeah.
If and when.
Big time.
Oh, man. Here's a fun little Reddit quipit factoid. Bloomberg spent $34 million on ads in Alabama, North Carolina, and Virginia. Biden spent $650,000 in ads and won all three.
Money can't
But Bloomberg won America. He won American Samoa convincingly. And Jimmy and I Google mapped it earlier, and
we're out of the Pacific, ain't it?
Dude, it's almost to New Zealand.
Yeah.
Really? It's like all the way out by Fiji.
Holy cow!
Yeah, like way, way away. And so it must have been a strategic World War II jump-off point that we just kind of left some stuff behind and said ours.
Put an airport there.
Yeah. But there were literally like 280 votes cast on American Samoa in the Democratic primary. And Bloomberg got 50% of them.
Wow.
Tulsi got like 20-some. Because Tulsi Gabbard's still in this race, guys. Believe it.
Well, she's from Hawaii.
She is from Hawaii.
So maybe she's got like a
and
Pacific Island lockdown.
And I think isn't that Native Hawaiian, like Samoan, very...
They're all like Polynesian.
Yeah. Which is amazing if you look at it, how Polynesians got to freaking Hawaii without motorboats or airplanes or just canoeing over the Pacific. Yeah, dude. Wild. Uh-huh. That's wild. Math. You take that bad boy up in the glider? Oh, hell. Yeah. Just trolling students. That's what Grims likes to do too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Do you ever like trick them about how old because we know the world's like 6,000 years old and stuff.
Yes. Everybody knows that.
I mean, do you ever just like troll them with those kind of things?
Jesus rode a velociraptor.
That's what I hear. No people. Seriously, people.
The Bears won the Super Bowl in the Book of Genesis. Okay.
I ran into Tim Milner at a Verizon store over in Spirit Lake.
Oh jeez.
Oh yeah.
I don't think does he have a leg?
He does.
Okay.
He lost 6 toes.
Okay. Well, sure. I thought something.
Yep.
Did he get the sugar or something? Or?
Oh, he's got the sugar bad.
He's got the sugar.
He's got the sugar bad.
Dang.
I was waiting for him to close his eyes and sit on the chair backwards and tell me we were going to play bombardment.
Yeah. I know you know the rules to bombardment, but just in case you don't,
we're going to go there one more time.
If you throw a ball and you hit somebody in the head, you're out.
Every single day.
Oh, yeah.
If you hit him in the nuts,
you're out. If you throw a ball and they catch it, you're out.
Sharps, did you fart?
Oh, my God.
Nope. Wasn't me. Wasn't Spurge. Don't know who it was.
He'd stick every athlete on the same team, and then all the rejects would be on the other.
It was, dude.
And
it was
just
a massacre.
Massacre, yeah.
Just Bloody Sunday got Matt Dahl, Sharps, and
me,
and Billy, and Jimmy.
If I was wiry, I could dodge, so I'd be like the only one left, and just
Yeah, but you had 36-inch around on the bottom jeans.
It's
like
true,
you had,
yeah.
you had a big frame.
Yeah. Yep.
The Jinkos.
The Jinkos, which are now $300 a pair.
Jeez.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I was reading about it. A lot of talent goes into making the little kangaroo. That's how they justify that kind of price point.
Too rich for my blood these days.
We got any new?
Well, thank you.
What's 9 o'clock? Who comes in at 9? Do we know? Anybody? Utah, probably. Yeah, he had one 2 days ago or yesterday. Had another little girl.
Not quite. Couple of months. So yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to keep it under wraps.
Kareem Abdul Rosendahl.
Oh, the plot thickens. Okay.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
they're too bad.
They're not very good.
No.
They're playing tonight too. West Virginia. They're down 12. Down 12 at about half.
Yeah, well, their main guy, Halliburton or whatever, is hurt, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Bummer. So goes it. Well, Tony, do you have a pick for Super Tuesday? Who's coming out on top?
If it's Bernie or Biden, or Trump is the youngest, or no, I think.
But
Biden,
wait a minute, Warren is younger, right?
Warren's younger, but I think Biden might be younger than
Trump, the spring chicken,
the youth movement.
Yeah.
Biden's 77, which is how old I think Trump is.
Was he your guy?
Okay, Kyle, remember 11/20/42.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Trump's younger by 4 years.
Sure.
Then Biden?
Yeah.
So how old is Trump?
This would be 73.
Okay. Wowzers.
Okay. So he's the youth movement.
Yep.
The voice of the young people.
Dude, that sweet comb over just smacks of you.
Comb over and diapers. You've seen the pictures of him playing golf. Like, there's Depends under there.
Oh, boy.
Just have him walk out to some mumble rap and then, be toting a vape.
Yeah.
And
Mega gang, mega gang, mega gang, mega gang.
Like, surprised he hasn't graduated to TikTok or whatever the kids are into now.
Yeah, isn't that the new thing?
Yeah, that's what the kids like.
Ticking and talking.
TikTok.
What is?
Ticking and talking.
I don't know what it is.
I don't use it.
Man.
Did they TikTok at high school?
Yeah,
I
think so.
In the hallways,
It's a
ticking and
video
talking?
thing, right?
It's kind of like Vine, I think. When
Okay.
Vines were cool.
remember-
Except I think it's more social. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the difference between TikTok and Snapchat.
You're supposed to be our connection to the youth.
Snapchat's like
Yeah.
photos, probably.
Yeah, but you can still take
New
videos
video.
with Snapchat.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what these kids are up to these days.
Get off my lawn.
That's right.
Damn kids.
We're all getting too old.
Back in my day, a controller had an A and a B, and that was it.
Yeah, it's true.
Little joystick in the middle.
Yeah, pen pals.
Pen pals, yeah. We had to write pen pals. Crap. I saw our 3rd grade teacher today at lunch, Miss Morphew.
Nice.
And Carla Ridout. We're at the Perk.
Good deal.
You know.
Miss Morphew, is she Alan's?
Yeah, that's Al's mom.
Al's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sue. She's wonderful.
Okay.
She was like this little like hippie old lady. We'd make dream catchers and stuff in 3rd grade out of willows.
That makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, she's wonderful. And then her husband was like the conspiracy guru.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he mastered the conspiracy. He told us about vampires.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
met them.
They're real.
Aliens.
Everybody knows.
Everyone knows this. I mean, this is no secret.
Aliens, vampires.
He QAnon'd before QAnon was
That's right.
was Qing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, before what's the dude that we like to make fun of that got
Alex
deplatformed?
Jones.
Yeah.
Before Alex Jones had seen the light of the owl in the Grove.
Oh yeah, Bohemian Grove.
Bohemian Grove. Larry Morphew.
He knew all about it.
Was
Old
driving
news.
his Studebaker and meeting Snoop Dogg. I can't.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
That's cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Basically, in their backyard,
Pretty
overlooked the Morphew compound.
Yep.
It's like 3 houses and a sweat lodge.
Oh, yeah. They got a labyrinth. There's a labyrinth back there. There used to be, at least.
Oh my god.
That labyrinth was dope.
Is that where he kept his Minotaur?
I don't know. I didn't have the appropriate level of,
Ascension.
in tuneness with the spirit world to
Get into it.
get into the labyrinth.
I bet Al would take you back there.
Yeah.
Al's rad.
I wonder if it's still there. Probably.
Probably.
Yep. Well, it was good talking to you, Tony. Yeah, you bet. I suppose I better try Beardsley here. Yep. Well, you can. The episodes are up, so
Yeah, because we got new segments and
Yeah.
new segment music. So
Yep.
at least click into one of them to hear our new intro tune.
the production value is up big time.
Big time.
Big time. Bigly. It's up
Bigly.
bigly. All right,
See you,
see you,
Tony.
Tony.
Colmo.
Yeah. You want to call him or?
Yeah, sure.
I'll text
Are
him
these
first.
changing in real time?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I've seen him move.
Oh,
a little
cool.
bit.
So we
Bernie's
got
up in Tejas.
about 5%. The Latinos are really voting for Bernie this time around.
Isn't that interesting?
Nevada was all the Latinos went for him. I think California's going to be a slaughter.
So
Yeah.
yeah, look at some of these that they've called already.
Oh
Minnesota.
man, they literally. Mom and I we watched Jeopardy, and then I flipped it over to MSNBC, I think, or no, it was on CBS, and they called North Carolina, and it said calling it was 0% reporting. So it was solely based on exit polls conducted by their people, which seems silly, but I guess there's really no harm in it. as long as everything gets counted up silly. At the end. But I guess there's really no harm in it if they were wrong. As long as everything gets counted up. Which can't impact. But I guess there's really no harm in it. Potentially impact votes. As long as everything gets counted up. Can't impact. But I guess there's really no harm in it. Potentially impact votes. As long as everything gets counted up. Can't impact. But I guess there's really no harm in it. Potentially impact votes. As long as everything gets counted up. Can't impact. But I guess there's really no harm in it. Potentially impact. As long as everything gets counted up. Can't impact. But I guess there's really no harm.
Ah, my bad. Yeah, right after I said the production value is up bigly.
Bigly.
I think Biden's going to get the nomination.
I agree.
Yeah, probably.
I have mixed feelings about that, but whatever.
It's safe.
It's safe, but it's also incredibly boring.
It's not safe. I would argue it's not boring because of how entertaining the debates are going to be. I think it guarantees Trump wins. I don't think there's any way Joe Biden can beat Donald Trump.
I don't even think Donald Trump will debate anyone.
I
think he will avoid that at all costs.
I share that thought too, and I think he'd be more likely to avoid it if it was Bernie, because Bernie doesn't fall for trolls. He just goes, "No, that's not correct. What I'm talking about is the upper 1%." And just goes back into his little spiel. Biden is going to get all folksy and start talking about corn pop and how in my day,
or how they should just play music or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think Trump would just slaughter him.
Yeah, it's not going to be. This whole fiasco, and I'm not a hardcore Trumper, but this whole Democratic fiasco has just been, I mean, Trump's won without doing anything. Really, he's won without working. The Democrats are just self-imploding.
But he is working though. He's holding rally after rally.
Yeah,
he's holding 3 a week.
What I'm saying is that the Democrats aren't doing themselves any favors with this.
Well, no, and by Biden, I mean,
if he's the best you got,
right. Which he isn't. And Hillary Clinton wasn't the best that they had. But that's what they're going to go with because that's what they know they can control, and that's what they...
Well, but it's also who everyone else will vote for, right? Like, if you're going to have primaries and caucuses and all that, well, last time Hillary won. It was pretty indisputable, like, that she won.
Well, I mean, she only won because of the superdelegates, though. At the convention.
Yeah.
But she had more delegates.
Once the superdelegates were included, which is their process. So, yes. Bernie had more delegates going into the convention.
Well, I'm just saying, like, okay, well, it's sort of like arguing about the Electoral College. It doesn't really matter because
that's the process.
Just what it is.
Right.
You can't change it in the middle of it.
No,
right?
And they changed it for this year. The superdelegates don't get to vote round 1. They get to just come in if no one gets to 1991. Yep. Then the superdelegates come in and vote on round 2. And
hello there.
Only 500 of them instead of 800 or something like that.
Hey, man, what's going on, sir?
Breaking.
So we've got chief political correspondent Kevin Grimes on the phone. And I understand you've got a bombshell development here.
Kevin, are you reporting from your basement in the Ivory Tower in Spirit Lake, Iowa?
In Lake?
In Lake, yeah.
Excellent.
Are you dragging and dropping?
Scratching and peeling? Yeah, it's
who's Obador?
Oh.
What's this on Spotify or iHeart?
Oh, I think that's Alec Olberding.
Oh, okay.
Nomination. I think we would all said Bernie probably is in the.
He's the favorite, yeah.
Poll, but. Yeah. So. Yes. Yes. Yeah, that could be. And do you have any evidence for this? Just a bombshell.
Bombshell revelation. You don't. I bet you have several anonymous sources. That's how it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're not taking any chances on that coronavirus. That's right. I got masks for sale.
That would be a sanitary pad. So if you run out of masks, you can just
use a sanitary napkin.
Just use it. Yep. It'll block out all the corona. Block out the coronavirus and much more.
Oh, that's funny.
Nope, just got a text that Bernie Sanders needs me now more than ever.
Chip in, yep. Yep. Contribute. Yeah, we were talking earlier that Trump's the youngest candidate.
In serious contention. Yeah.
Yep. So,
he's also the least white. I mean, if you look at his orangeness.
Yeah, so he is the POC, technically. The Great White Hope.
Okay. Good. I'm glad to hear that. We need to figure out a way to get it so everybody can hear the caller. Either that we've got to go the headphones route or figure out some kind of speaker or something, because the way we're doing it right now is I've just got the headphone volume cranked on my headphones and it's on the middle of the table. So it's not quite ideal, but yeah, well, you know, shooting from the hip, I guess, or yeah, we probably should. Sounds good.
Get back to your reporting.
Very good. Thanks for the phone call. See ya. That was Chief Political Correspondent Kevin Grims.
Hot on the trail.
Thank you for the submission, Kevin.
Oh,
spicy
man.
revelations.
Very spicy.
That's awesome.
Using the the coronavirus to tank the economy or something.
Stock market.
Well,
yeah.
Biden was on or not Biden, Jesus. The other vice president, Pence, was on the Sunday shows and just talking about how the Dems are just politicizing this, blowing it way out of proportion to show how inept the Trump folks are in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird that every 2 years there's some major virus scare. I mean, 2 years ago it was Ebola, then before that it was H1N1. No, before Ebola it was, what was before
There's
Ebola?
bird flu.
Bird
for a
flu,
while.
swine flu. But it's weird. It's like every 2 years on the nose there's something, and surprising that there's elections and
SARS was in there somewhere.
SARS was MRSA or MERS, and
well, SARS is. And SARS is a coronavirus as well.
Yeah.
So is MERS.
So Andy
Yeah.
is the one with the most medical background here. Do I need to stockpile food, water, bullets, etc. to prepare for the zombie apocalypse? Or can I reduce my chances of an illness by routine hygiene practices?
Washing your damn hands. I mean, I'm never against people stocking up on food, water, and bullets, but not for the coronavirus.
Well,
no, it is more lethal than the flu. So we look at it, and it's about a 3 to 4% chance of death if you have it.
Mm-hmm.
By comparison, the flu every year is about a 0.1% chance. So it's several fold more virulent.
And that's a lethality.
That's lethality.
Like within the whole age demographic, it's like that includes 80-year-olds and newborns, right?
Correct. For both numbers.
Yeah.
It's apples.
So
to
for every
apples.
20 some people, one person will croak.
Yeah, essentially.
It's not that bad.
Which is what we're seeing.
you know.
We're seeing a little higher in the U.S. actually now. We have 9 deaths and 121 confirmed cases. So that's more like a 4 or 5% type. But essentially, it is
Still
it's
120.
the immunocompromised, it's the infirm that are doing a lot of the dying. The difference with corona is how it can spread. So it can live on surfaces for a day or two, just sitting there waiting to be picked up again. That's a little longer than flu. And the number of folks that average contact from, one person's infected, 3 to 4 are going to be infected from that one person. So it is pretty catchy.
Mm-hmm.
So a place like China, where everyone's living on top of each other,
Densely populated,
makes a lot of
right.
sense. Japan, it's very densely populated in Japan as well. And you see, they canceled their schools.
Yeah,
they're doing all online schools for a month there to try to get a hold of the situation. Italy is kind of boned. Like, they have a lot of cases in Italy.
Yeah, and there's a lot of students abroad that are being sent home because of the whole scare. So,
which tends, I mean, there's I've seen a few good arguments out of the left of the problems with the U.S. regarding not having mandated sick leave, people going into places sick to work,
or stigmatizing sick
leave. Like, yo, you're not really sick. Yeah. Go get a doctor's note.
It's kind of how it is at the school. Like, I have to pretty much be dying to call in just because it's not that it's stigmatizing. It's just so freaking hard to get a sub.
Yeah.
And there's no subs out. So you hate to put that on somebody else to be responsible for getting somebody to cover your you-know-what.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah. I
mean, and it's the same. It's we see that in healthcare too. It's very similar in healthcare. The other thing is that folks are being mandated that they have to get tested, mandated that they have to have quarantine by the government, and yet then they get a bill for $3,500 for a corona test that's negative because they have crappy health insurance. It's a few good arguments for a universal single payer system, Medicare for all, that everyone loves and can be done and is cheaper and kind of irrefutable at this point. Right, Kyle?
I want my doctor. I'm going to keep my doctor.
Do you?
If I want my doctor, I'm going to keep my doctor.
From Obamacare, not from a universal single payer system.
I want my doctor.
I want my doctor.
I'm going to keep my doctor. In my basement. Oh, funny.
Any big changes? Utah probably is in.
Sanders.
Yeah.
29%.
He won it last time.
Surprised it's not.
Biden. Wait. Hold the phone here. Pete was still getting votes.
Pete. They probably have really high early voting.
Oh, yeah, okay.
A lot of places do, and since he just dropped out yesterday, Klobuchar and Pete,
true,
took a lot of votes away from Biden. There,
no doubt.
Surprised Mitt Romney isn't leading in Utah. He's pretty much a Democrat.
What?
The department store mannequin, Mitt Romney.
He's so not a Democrat, dude.
Oh, he is.
How is he a Democrat?
He's a Dem.
Because
he doesn't like Donald Trump.
That's true.
That's about it, I think.
That makes like 60% of the country Democrat then.
Once you cross that line,
You're a
there's
Democrat.
no coming back. Biden won Tennessee, I guess.
Yeah, that was close though, wasn't
Oklahoma.
it? Last we looked. Oh no, that's not close at all.
Mm-mm.
What was the close one we were watching?
Oh yeah,
Minnesota.
No, I think it was. Was it Massachusetts?
Maybe it was. Yeah.
I think it's a good question. Is United
close-ish.
States politics always just going to like get older and older now? Is that the trend?
Till they die, and then
Or
I
has
think
it always been old?
I don't think it has always been that old. Jeez,
I mean,
they're all
JFK was
freaking-
young.
JFK, yeah. Clinton wasn't too
Clinton
old.
wasn't too old when he was in.
Was he like
probably what, his
45 or
40s,
something when he got
50s?
elected? I bet when in
Probably.
Yeah. How old is he now? Clinton.
And really, I don't think GW is all that old.
No.
Yeah.
His girl
So-
and Barry Obama wasn't old.
Yeah.
But now
Barack
it's
Hussein.
but now it's all old
40s,
people.
he's in his
Yeah, it is. It is. Everybody is a
Yeah, it's
senior
interesting.
citizen. Could be.
But
No,
like
the Senate,
even
Senate's always been
Bloomberg's old. I mean, he's
Yeah.
old. He's an old.
Bloomberg, I think, is older than Biden, younger than Bernie.
He's
Like
older than Biden, really?
I think so.
Jeez.
Yeah, Texas is the interesting
Oh, Texas was
one, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe we were watching.
a burn man
Yeah.
burning through. It'd be interesting to see, where it all. I mean, none of this is going to pan out tonight.
Yeah.
We'll wake up to.
See what the results are.
We just won't go to sleep. We'll just stay live.
That's
I mean,
right.
that's my plan.
I'm getting out of here.
How is
Okay.
Julian
Well,
Castro
You can
even?
call in sick tomorrow.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just call you in sick. I'll write you a note. I don't have to say what my doctorate's in, right?
Yeah. Or
Dr. Andrew Spurgeon.
I've written you a sick note
You
before.
have, yep.
Yeah.
While you were in college.
I had
To
to.
high school?
I needed help getting my room feng shui appropriate. So, Kyle being a big strapping lad, I needed help moving my couch around and stuff.
Who'd you
so.
sign it?
You signed it as Jimmy.
Yeah,
as well.
I think I worked like a charm.
It was Mrs. Nichols whose class I was late to.
Who's Mrs. Nichols?
Jenny.
Oh,
she
Jenny.
She was my computer teacher at the time, or
And so
computer
you're
apps or whatever.
And so you're just late.
Well, I know I handed her a note. I says I got a note for being excused. And
I was
she just
sorry I'm
laughed.
late.
Sorry I'm late. Here's a pass from Jimmy.
Yep. Those things might as well be made out of gold. A hall pass from me is.
Well, hell, like
I think I got counted tardy or a skip or something. I remember. I think I got a letter sent home.
Our entire middle school was like, you just say you were going to a band lesson.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
And
Band
I didn't go to one band lesson when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
And I would just go sit in the challenge room and play computers. And Langford would be like, "Where are you supposed to be?" I'd be like, "Science." Okay, cool.
I don't need science.
Do your thing.
Well, you're doing computer science.
Yeah. As long as you didn't leave the school property.
Yeah, it does.
Fine.
No.
That's kind of, are you going to make a kid sit in study hall or have a conversation with somebody? I'd actually probably rather have them talking to people than sitting there on their phones. So.
You let them do their phones in study hall?
Well, I've only got four or five kids in my study hall, and they're all boys. So if they don't have anything to do, I'm not just gonna let them sit there. So
What if they're cruising nudes on Reddit?
they aren't cruising. Well, they might be, I guess.
How do you know? How do you know they're not cruising nudes, Kyle?
They probably are. I don't know. I guess I don't, but I like to think that they're not.
Ignorance is bliss,
That's
right?
Oh,
You just
man.
stay out of it.
Yep.
Nobody's the wiser.
Until one time they have their volume turned on. And you get
Yeah, oh yeah.
You get a screech or something.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh, didn't hear it.
Penis pick ring in
Yeah.
Esterville, Iowa. Makes national news.
All started in Mr.
Okay.
Grimm's
On that
study.
note-
Well, hang on. We gotta play your theme music before you leave.
Is that what the kids are doing still?
It's a collaboration education segment situation.
See ya, Kyle. Thanks for being on the show.
They're not doing the floss.
No, that's 2018.
Yeah, that's
What are they doing now?
Old news.
They do the,
Heroin?
What? Okay.
Well, what's that?
That one. I think what's it called? Is it the Whoa?
Okay.
So they just go around the hall doing this?
Kind of. And then they do the.
Those crazy kids.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, you gotta Google it. Google 2020 dance moves.
2020 dance moves coming right up.
But see, that's new though, right? When we were in high school, were kids like just walking down the hall like, "Hey, Macarena"?
Yeah, I don't remember that.
No, we were way cooler than that.
Yeah,
little
I
dweebs.
think the Macarena was a little before we were in high school, but
Yeah, I was gonna say this is like when I was in high school. It was before
See ya.
viral YouTube anything.
Yeah.
So.
20.
Well, I remember
20
the Macarena.
dance
My mom
moves.
cut out a Des Moines or saved a Des Moines Register article on how to do it, and gave it to me so that I'd know what the newest dance craze was.
Which one should I click on here, boys?
Probably that one.
This one. Uh-oh. This is a
good.
copyright strike coming up. Okay.
We don't want to get demonetized.
That's right. Yeah. All that sweet YouTube cheddar. Okay. Okay, that's not a new move. That's like from
Is it Soldier Boy?
like a
It's
zillion
also
years
not
ago.
new music.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the Running Man or something. That's been around for
For,
like
the
decades.
70s.
Yeah. Okay, well, this was a fail.
Way to go, Kyle.
You failed.
Just ruining it.
I was really hoping to learn the sweetest, latest dance moves.
Yeah, man. Bust it out for the kids.
How else are going to be cool?
Dave, are you still doing Spanish on Fridays at the library, or is that over with? Or
I haven't been doing it, but I should redo it. Yeah. I kind of took some time off because people were sick last month.
aha, gotcha.
And I need to rekindle, actually.
So what was it just a lunch or something? Where
Basically.
just hanging out, speaking Spanish, or what? Tell me about it a little bit.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. Come. We
Sure.
just talk in Spanish.
Sure.
It's very different levels of... Some people are pretty fluent. Others are less fluent.
Sure. Has the turnout been fairly decent, or?
I don't know about decent. I mean, it's just conversation.
Sure.
So some days you have 3 or 4 people, and that's plenty.
Sure.
You know.
I had when I was in college, we had this thing called French table that was pretty similar. So
You took French in college?
Yep, I
Oh.
took French in college. Yep.
Interesting.
So we would go, and at the peak of my French, I would go to French table every so often and just hang out. And
That's cool. Did you have any native speakers?
Oh yeah, yep. I mean, I was very much on the low end of the spectrum for French fluency, but yeah, I sit there and I mean, like the more you take language, I guess, and the more time you spend on it, it's interesting. You can pick up more and more things.
Even just listening.
Yeah, just by listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I caught like 60% of that, and I'd be like, yeah, all right, on. I can't come up with something to say in response.
Sure.
But
I know. I know.
I understood that.
somewhat
Yeah,
what you're
so,
saying.
Yep. So
interesting.
That was fun. It makes me yearn for a study abroad experience or something to, really go immerse yourself in a situation like that. But so it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Did you study abroad or something, or did you pick up Spanish just by growing up in Las Cruces? Or?
No, I studied all over.
Okay.
I bummed around a lot,
nice.
Actually.
Cool.
So I lived in Spain for like 10 months, and then Mexico for a while.
Awesome, man.
Puerto Rico for a couple months.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
and other than that, I don't know. I use it when I can.
So did you have? Was it several years total that you were living in a Spanish speaking country, or
probably something akin to a year and a half total? If I were to string it all together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And did you just develop your fluency from diving right in, or did you have some like academic background in Spanish? Or
I had studied.
Okay.
But it was like high school.
Okay.
Sure. But yeah. No, I mean, you just dive in. You have no recourse. So you learn quickly.
Yeah. Gotcha. Is that the best way to pick it up, do you think? By just full immersion, sink or swim?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it the best way? Yes. Is it the only way? Not necessarily.
Sure.
I think you can learn. I think it's kind of like... it's sort of like working out,
Mm-hmm.
You don't necessarily measure it by achievement, but more like you just do it, and over time you just get better at it.
Comes together for you at some point. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's more like a time investment, and then the more you put into it, the more you get out of it. Kind of thing. I don't know.
I would have loved to go abroad,
Mm-hmm.
and study for like a length of time. I think that would have been sweet.
Mm-hmm. Would you have gone to a different language?
I would have.
Place,
I would have liked to.
Okay.
I had a good friend in undergrad who was gone for a year, in Puerto Rico, I believe.
That's cool.
And he was science major too, so he did all his biology and stuff down there, and came back. I mean, not perfectly fluent, but he got along real well.
Mm-hmm.
He could talk to anybody about most everything, especially medicine. And now he's a doctor, and so it's super useful. I'm sure anywhere you go. We were talking.
Did he do his MD there?
No. This was just on undergrad, and then he came back here and did his MD at Minnesota. But I think, like, we were talking as we're getting this pharmacy trying to roll, like, we'd like to have somebody who's a native speaker just to be there for the medical Spanish side thing. I mean, I can use Google Translate, and that's been pretty helpful for me in the past. But in terms of liability, if a mistranslation on Google like messes up, not a diagnosis, but if someone's coming in for an over-the-counter and I can't sufficiently communicate with them, then it can lead to mix-ups and stuff like that. So I'd love to have a Spanish-speaking technician or pharmacist, either or. Josh, let's touch base with the call tomorrow.
Somebody's in the chat named Orange Cheeto.
That's probably Kyle. Isn't
I
it?
raw dog porn stars. I want to see a vaccine made in 2 months.
Oh, dude, today he was asking, why can't we just use the flu vaccine? Won't it have some effect at least, even if it's not perfect? Yeah.
Okay. So sorry to derail the subject off of the
logic.
Dave, are you still planning on going to DO school, or?
That's the plan, man.
Nice. Good for you.
Badass.
And that will start for you next fall. Is that my memory served there?
July.
Okay. Coming up quick then.
Yeah.
Are you doing DMU or? where's
No,
it out of?
I'll be in New Mexico again.
Okay. Right on, man.
Yeah.
Good for you. Congrats.
Thanks. Yes, and the plot thickens still yet. Yeah. Good times.
Cool, man. Well, good.
Did I hear that right?
What? Oh yeah, Laura is pregnant.
Okay,
yes.
all right.
She's with
Yeah,
child.
all right.
Yes, Laura's
Just
with
want to make sure I heard that right. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Yep.
Cool. How many months in are you?
She will deliver at the end of May. So,
holy dang, that's close.
Yeah, coming up. Yep. So,
all right,
we are, I think, ready to go. Basically, for the most part.
Have you made your appointment for your surgery? Just kidding. No.
Yeah,
just kidding.
March Madness is coming up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, anyways, we're excited, looking forward to it. So,
That's
if you
great.
have any words of wisdom for new parents,
how about this? It gets better.
Yeah.
It gets better.
That's wonderful advice, man.
Yeah, infants really suck.
Yeah.
They really just
can't do anything.
suck.
Yeah, tons of work, and
They keep you up at all hours,
Screaming,
and it can be truly
taxing, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it can just kind of ruin your life for a while, and you just accept it, knowing that it can take, at least 3 months for them to sleep, even something like through the night.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, but eventually, they start pooping in toilets.
Yep.
And talking.
And then you can reason with them a little bit, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can manipulate them at least.
Yeah.
Which is important.
Right.
Manipulation is...
Because your oldest is...
3.
3 now. Okay. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she's easier than she was. I think it just gets easier and easier. And then once they're school age, I don't know. That's also helpful because you're not paying for all that daycare.
Daycare, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that stuff's expensive for sure. Pretty crazy.
Cool. Well, good for you, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
Good time said by all.
Did you guys already get your daycare lined up?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, nice.
Laura, we've done a decent job, I think, of delegating responsibility between, each other and try to allocate things to suit our strengths. So all the diaper changing and that sort of thing is thankfully not my department. So
Okay. What's your department?
My department will be everything else, I think.
Vomit.
Yes, I have to do vomit.
He is vomit duty.
I have got vomit. Yep. So we haggled that out. We got a pretty
That was
comprehensive.
That was pretty quick, wasn't it?
The negotiations were, lengthy, but we soldiered through it, and
excellent.
I think I brokered a pretty good deal, all things considered. So yeah, I'd like
Man,
to
that's
pat
right around the
myself on the
corner.
back. Yeah. Oh, the fangirls in the audience here.
Fangirls here, yep.
Yeah, they telling me I'll be a great dad. Well, thank you, fangirl. Appreciate it.
An Orange Cheeto Raw Dog porn star said, infants are great. They don't talk back, and you can take them any place. Yeah, but they don't stop screaming.
You could take them any place for a few minutes.
For a few
I
minutes.
think that's the clincher. You're not going to go watch Gone with the Wind. No.
You can take them to the cinema to go see the new Bond flick.
Yeah, right.
No. Or any flick.
Or any-
I don't care if it's like this most mindless, dumb kid cartoon. You are on a time limit, and it sure is not 90 minutes. I don't know.
Little bastards.
Yeah, those kids, I tell you. Good grief. Have we
Got any more changes?
I'm going to refresh a page and see.
Sorry, are you working in Esterville somewhere?
I'm not currently.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, I'm doing like relief work, so I'm kind of traveling around to some different independent pharmacies and covering vacations and.
Oh, that's cool. So you can be like
sick leaves and stuff. I'm gonna rent a farm.
Is it kind of like an agency? They just send you where?
I'm actually doing it without the agency. I just called people up and said, "Hey, put me on your list when you need me." And I've been pretty. I've probably got 2 months total worked since August out of the deal. So not great, but
better than nothing.
No work.
Yeah.
Well, and it pays way better than the unemployment line, which gets annoying too because you got to send in all the stuff.
Sure.
Jump through all the holes.
Yeah. Yep. Good deal.
Cool. How's the?
Oh, go ahead, Dave.
Oh, I was just gonna ask how the Rosendahl sessions have been proceeding.
You know, it's been pretty much a non-existent. Truth be told, yeah. I've been practicing and stuff on my own, but
Sure.
yeah, nobody's jammed for months. I would say probably last fall sometime, maybe was the last
another
time. Yeah.
nugget of wisdom. Get it while you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better call some Obros up.
Yep. I should. Yeah. They're the biggest culprits for blowing up the jam session. The Olsen twins. Yeah.
The Obros.
They're as blind as the Olsen.
Oh my God, man! We would get it all set up. Be like, okay, everybody's coming over. Monday nights are perfect for me, whatever. And
it was
yada,
like
yada.
a Monday night was perfect.
One time, I think we had everybody. Dave, can you remember?
That's about right.
Yeah, and otherwise it was like me and Dave, or me, Kyle and Dave, or.
In all fairness, they were moving or something.
Yeah. They've always got something going on.
They're always either moving
They've
or
got
having
like
children.
a bunch of children. They
got-
live in a shoe. I don't know.
They got 7 between the 2 brothers.
Yep.
Like, it's crazy.
It's
prolific, man.
So
Okay.
many kids. Yeah.
And they just keep having them.
Right. Well, and then Tay one time got here, was like literally taking his guitar out of the case. Amanda calls, Junior's got a nosebleed or something, and then
He gone.
out the door.
He
you
gone.
know?
Well, there's a pair of pants in that relation.
And with that many kids, somebody's always got a poopy diaper or nosebleed
Thing
or a
is,
bellyache
too,
or
like,
something.
imagine this for a minute, though. Like, say you're Amanda and she's home with 7 screaming
kids. Yeah.
Rugrats.
That's fair. Yeah. That is fair.
And you're gonna be like jamming. Like, I don't know. She's got a lot of leverage. Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're totally shameless.
Well,
I don't know.
and he's gone 1 weekend a month, 2 months a year in the Army Reserve.
Oh, that's true.
and
then he's just gone too.
Yeah. I only know that because of the old commercials.
Yep.
1 month, 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year.
2 weeks a year.
The Army National Guard.
Get ready.
You can.
In the Army. Yeah. Good stuff. But yeah, the on the music front, it's not been good. I do have a new lead, actually. It's an acquaintance, I guess. He's an older brother of a friend of mine who is in a pretty decent band.
Oh.
And he is looking for... well, not exactly here, I guess. I mean, he lives in Spencer.
That's
but,
not bad.
his bandmates are the guys that are... he has played with before, sort of spread off around creation, but that's apparently gotten to be somewhat untenable here lately, the distance between everybody and that sort of thing. So I think he's looking for a different, few different things few different people to jam with and that sort of thing. So he's, his band actually opened up for Hairball fairly recently, which is a 80s tribute group that's fairly
awesome.
Yeah, their Hairball is
80s hair bands.
Yeah, so the way Hairball is,
Rat.
yeah, it's actually really cool. So I think they're kind of an upper Midwest band. Like I think that's sort of their touring footprint for the most part. Maybe they're nationwide, I guess, but they have drummer, bass, guitar that's on the stage all the time, but they rotate between like 3 or 4 lead singers, and one will come out dressed as Paul Stanley and do like 3 or 4 Kiss songs.
Oh,
and
that's
then
cool.
Here comes Axl Rose for the Guns N' Roses thing, and then here comes Freddie Mercury, and and it just is always going, and it's really rad. Yeah, so if you have a chance to see Hairball on some occasion and you're a fan of 80s music, I highly recommend it. But anyways, yeah, this guy that I'm talking about, he He and his band opened up for him, and they play like the kind of party tunes, like stuff like that. Get everybody
fun,
get the fists in the air and that kind of things. So, yep,
cool.
He's pretty talented. So I'm hoping maybe he would be a guy that would be interested in getting something put together potentially. So
cool. And he's where?
He's in Spencer.
He's in Spencer.
Yeah, but the other guys are like some distance away. So I don't know. It doesn't seem to like. They did this hairball show fairly recently, but that was sort of their semi-swan song, I think.
Oh,
because
sure.
Yeah, they got the big gig, but
hairball's fun. I've been to a couple hairball events.
Yeah. I think they're cool.
Yeah. It's not my favorite music. It's Trevor Olson's absolute favorite music.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Cole just texted me, said everybody hates Biden.
What do you mean, dude? He just won everything.
Oh, it's a video. My bad.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on
here. Yeah, Bernie won Colorado. I knew that.
I think Cole's watching on TV.
Oh, sure.
We should, let me switch to some live coverage quick here. You guys, what's the energy level like? Are you running out of steam?
I probably better get going here.
Okay.
But
yeah, I'm not going to be too long.
Okay.
This is a massive...
Quite an adventure here at CBSN.
It's been a day.
Oh, great. Sit through ads, I guess, before you can live stream. Oh, well.
Bastards.
Yeah. The ad thing drives me crazy sometimes. I don't know. Do you have... Is there a way to, like, ad block on the YouTube app or anything on your phone?
I think you got to pay.
Yeah.
If you get YouTube Premium.
Red,
that's what it's called.
It's pretty worth it. It's whatever, $15 a month. We have it.
Oh, do
I
you?
rather much like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you do YouTube TV then?
No.
Good morning to you and welcome.
But I mean, I don't know. Is there a TV too? I don't know.
Yeah, they have their own like full on.
But they have shows
service
that are on YouTube too that are only through Red.
Yeah. Yep.
Namely Cobra Kai.
Oh, hell
which is pretty dope, actually.
Hell yeah, dude! I'd totally watch Cobra Kai.
Is YouTube trying to like pretty much turn into cable TV or?
I think their model is not so much cable, but more like compete with Netflix.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
streaming service.
There's there's so much of that anymore. Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, right?
And Hulu does live.
CBS
TV.
was going to have one too. CBS, something or other. I don't know.
I wonder if that's going to be the wave of the future. Is it the network conglomerates
where you
are
can
going to
do like a la carte?
I quite seriously think the world will be a better place when cable is dead.
I'd be for it. Because I mean I have cable right now. Mm-hmm. I got talked into it.
It sucks,
and I don't like it. And I only watch 4 channels, maybe.
Yeah, it's hard to justify the expense.
I mean, I toss on the news sometimes, but typically it's like IFC, Viceland, FX for the movies, and then
HGTV. That's my go-to.
HGTV is the jam. What about the learning channel with 1,000 pound?
It's like
1,000-pound twins.
90 Day Fiance.
Dude, I
weigh 1,000 pounds.
I have watched some 90 Day Fiance.
Oh yeah, Laura watches it. I watch it too sometimes.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's insane.
Those people are crazy.
It's like the bad reviews segment.
It is
personified.
You just can't turn away.
Yeah. This isn't even coverage. It's just ads.
Dr. Pimple Popper is on there.
Yep.
Which I can't watch that.
Yeah,
this giant cyst being
Pimple
drained.
Popper, yeah, it's disgusting.
Oh, look at all this ISIS. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know why none of these have any.
We got a countdown. What's the countdown?
Yeah, will return in 2 minutes.
Oh, so we're on ads and all that.
Oh, maybe it's TV.
It's like the actual TV feed that they're
the
just
actual ads. Yeah.
Okay. Lame.
It's probably Cole Cole loves cable, I bet.
Here's your dude. Is this live?
He seems like a big cable guy.
Steve Kornacki?
Actually, I bet he doesn't. I bet he has. I bet he's got Apple TV.
So did he win anything today?
Who?
Did he win like some supervisor?
Oh, Cole?
Cole, no.
No, unfortunately. Yeah.
Well, he lost the election. He had the Project Ion endorsement.
Oh, absolutely.
Without coming on to talk about the real issues.
We would have loved to have him, but I understand why he didn't want to come on.
I do too.
Especially if you were going to be on at the same time, Spurge, because you were just going to set him up.
I get him riled up.
I was like ahead of time. I'm like, Cole, I'm not going to ask you a bunch of gotcha questions and stuff. But
Spurge, you going to be there? Well, and tonight, he goes, so when are you doing it next? And I go, well, we'll probably have something going on. Maybe maybe the weekend. I'm going to be gone. And
my phone is dead. I better
stream just went down.
Yeah.
Policy violations.
I think we got kicked off anyways.
We got booted.
Probably time to wrap her up.
The man keeping us down.
Yeah, always. Well, thanks for coming over, Dave.
Sure.
Good seeing you, man.
You too. Too long.
Get together again. We've been trying to
do it before both of us are on borrowed time, man.
Yeah, for sure. Let's make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Kyle seems to have survived.
Yep.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, he's all right.
They put Hud to bed at 7, and then he can come out and play.
That's nice.
Yeah.
My children never went to bed.
See you, man.
See you, Dave.
You guys have a good night.
Yeah, you too, man. Well, the good news is I was recording everything, so...